Hey there, Alex here. It has been almost 2 years since the release of the Galaxy S7 series. You have the curvaceous S7H and the very much neglected S7. It doesn't have that curved display and the battery isn't as big. So naturally, the S7H was the go-to choice for many consumers. For me, I actually prefer the smaller size of the S7. It was one of the best options out there for people like me who like smaller phones. So the question today is, if you're looking for a cheap, pre-owned phone, but want something decent and small, is the Galaxy S7 a good option? Let's find out. In terms of hardware design, it's actually still pretty good looking, since these days, most phones are using the same metal and glass sandwich design. Best of all, it's IP68 rated for water and dust resistance. Maybe the only thing is that the display isn't as immersive as the newer Infinity display that Samsung uses, but the panel itself is still really good looking as per Samsung's usual standards. Even at just 5.1 inch, it still has a Quad HD resolution. Just as impressive is the hardware specifications. It's nothing mind-blowing compared to today's phones, but it's definitely still decent. So other than a minor TouchWiz jank here and there, it still performs really well. The only thing that you need to take note of is just the battery. 3000 mAh is actually a decent capacity for a phone this size, but because it's a slightly older phone now, the battery life might not be that great. Luckily, there are some tweaks in TouchWiz that can help a bit. Like, I tend to just run the display at Full HD instead to save some battery. I know I like to complain about TouchWiz, but it has its merits too. A lot of features here are actually really convenient, like a double click to launch the camera quickly and always on display for quick glanceable notifications. I just wished that Samsung was a little bit more on the ball when it comes to software updates. Back when the phone came out, it had one of the best cameras on a smartphone, so while we now have things like dual cameras and whatnot, if you're just talking about taking regular photos, the Galaxy S7 can still keep up with a lot of newer phones. Punchy colors, decent image processing, and for more challenging lighting conditions, the Auto HDR mode works really well. The same goes for low light shots as well. It has optical image stabilization, so video stabilization is good, and the front camera is not too bad as well if you don't mind a slightly heavier image processing. This was the first phone with dual pixel autofocus too, and it's still impressive to see it in action. So yeah, the camera is still solid in 2018. It's not hard to see why Samsung phones are so popular. In terms of Android devices, they have one of the most complete packages around. Being a major components supplier, they have access to new parts earlier than other Android manufacturers, so hardware-wise, their flagship devices ages pretty well these days. In the case of the Galaxy S7, even though it is a 2 years old phone now, I think it's still a good option over some newer mid-range devices. Even using it as my daily driver now is still a pretty nice experience. Of course, if your budget allows, the newer S8 would be an even better option. With the S9 coming out really soon, we might even see a slight price drop. But if your budget is really limited, a pre-owned Galaxy S7 could still be a great option. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks, and see you guys on the next one.